It's unpredictable me. Unpredictable me. Yeah, unpredictable me. Unpredictable me. Unpredictable me. Yeah, unpredictable me. You never know what you'll get. Unpredictable me. Yeah, unpredictable me. Cause Amber is unpredictable me. Yeah, unpredictable me. She's always unpredictable on her channel. Cause you never know what personality she'll be in today or tomorrow. Cause it's unpredictable me. Yeah, unpredictable me. Unpredictable me. Yeah, unpredictable me. Hi y'all, this is your girl Amber and welcome to Unpredictable Me. Today I'm having Jewel leftovers. I got a chicken wing, I got a drumstick, and I even got the thigh and the breast. And then I got a salad with mac and cheese, mashed potatoes, gravy in the middle, and the rolls. And then I got my Coke Zero. So my unpredictables, go get your plates, grab your food, and come sit down and eat with me. And while you're at it, don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. And don't forget to hit that bell button so you can get future notifications every time Unpredictable Me drops a new video. Enjoy watching. Now let's eat. Alright, what am I going to have first? Well, I think I'll have the chicken because we're going to do this countdown. Put the buffalo sauce on the big piece of chicken. Check this out, roomies. Look at this big hunk of meat. All this chickeny goodness. Yum, yum, yummy, yum, yum. 3, 2, 1, go. I'm in chicken heaven, chicken heaven, chicken heaven, woo woo, chicken heaven, Look y'all, I got a whole buffet right here. This is awesome. I practically tired myself out from the song and dance. Now you guys, I used to work at Jewel, so let me tell you guys some funny stories about my experience working at Jewel. Let me just finish getting all of that on there. So you guys, I worked at Jewel for about 4 years. And when I was working there, I can tell you the funniest stories that would happen. Like this one, I was a bagger, and I also was a facer. Like I would face and organize the aisles. The weirdest, most awkward thing that happened. So all of a sudden, I'm bagging groceries, and to my surprise, somebody from the past came into my line. It was my summer camp teacher. Well, he wasn't really my teacher, he was more like my counselor. But let me tell you, when I was a kid, I had such a crush on this guy. tall. He had like a real nice tan, and he had real dark hair. He looked like he could be on like he can be on one of them like modeling billboards. He was a very attractive man. And the awkward thing that happened, he's there with his girlfriend. And so he buys a Jewel brand apple pie. And you're not gonna believe what happened. I was so distracted looking at him, and his girlfriend didn't notice because she was like glued to her cell phone. And what happened was, as I lift the pie off of the belt, somehow the top of the pie, like the top part, wasn't securely on good enough. I want to tell you, as I go to grab it and then put it in the bag, it falls. The entire pie falls out of the pack. It was a pie about this big. Falls out of the pack and splats all over my chest. It literally looked really gross. Like, it looked like I had come out of the back room and I had been getting freaky with one of my clients. It looked like I had been getting freaky with one of my coworkers, but that wasn't the case. It was just the pie that fell on my chest. I was so embarrassed. Like, the look on my face looked like this. It was like, I'm grabbing it, I'm like, and it falls on my chest, like, and I look like, and so the lady behind the guy, after he left, I go to get him another pie. So I get another apple pie. And after he left, the old lady behind him, she says to me, she's like, that doesn't look right. Well, it was like a stuck-up voice, like, that doesn't look right. But an old lady kind of voice. As soon as she said that, I ran over to the service desk where my boss was. So I said to her, I'm like, I need to go change my shirt. I need to go to my locker and get another shirt. I'm like, I dropped an apple pie on my chest and it doesn't look right walking around with this thing on my chest. And she just looks at me. She just looks at me like she's trying so hard not to laugh. But she just looking at me. She's giving me the look like, what the fuck? How does this happen to you, Amber? I'm feeling like, yeah, I know how does this happen to me, but yet it does. It does. I always have clumsy, funny, weird situations when I was working at the Jewel. The one in my old neighborhood. So I go upstairs to the locker. Well, I went to my locker, got my shirt, and I went straight to the bathroom because I was not going to put no shirt in my locker with gooey pie on my shirt because I was going to leave a stain. So what I did, I scraped it off into the garbage and made sure I scrubbed my shirt. But then I put a clean shirt on. And I was having my boss didn't give me no crap about the fact that I was taking a little long in the bathroom. Because I was probably taking like 15 minutes, but I was trying my best to hurry up and get out of there. But thank God that day I went with my gut feeling, and that was to pack an extra shirt before I went to work. Look at this delicious mashed potatoes, you guys, with the gravy on top. It don't get better than this. But when I was younger, working at Jewel, it didn't feel like work. It felt like I was in high school. And I liked it because it was never a dull moment. Even working at Jewel, there was cliques. Like, for example, the managers all hung out together, or we'll go out to dinner, or socialize after work. And in the grocery department, they all hung out together. But it's like different departments had different cliques. Like the one department hung out with their people, their department. Grocery department walk around, strutting around like they're all that, with their little price guns, like pricing everything, like. And I'd just be like, I wonder if they get paid extra. I'm thinking to myself, like, how much of a raise did they get paid to do that? Because me personally, when I was working at Jewel back in like between 06 and 11, I was not like certain days I'd be like energetic, and then other days I'd be like awkward. Like, just to enjoy my job, I would drink. I used to drink energy drinks, like I'd be drinking like 5 Hour at the time. Because otherwise I like could not stay in my job. Well, let me tell you, there was my first year working there. I had such a crush on the grocery department boss, like the manager. At the time I was 16 and he was about like maybe 28, 30, but he was gorgeous. He was a kind of thin, real attractive black guy. And every time I'd be shopping around, or anytime I would buy myself, he'd always be talking to me and flirting with me. Or he'd be like, But like, Amber, when are we gonna go out on a date? I said to him, I was like, you knew now I'm only 16, right? I'm like, I don't want to get you in trouble because you know the dating age. I swear, when I was 16, all of the older guys, meaning guys that are like 22 and up, or 21 and up, they wanted to go out with me. But then the guys that I was in school with would not give me the time of day. And if they did, it was to make fun of me. So just to fit in with other girls at my job, I would go to work with my hair gelled. Like, I would put curls in my hair, like I would wet my hair. When I was at home, I washed my hair. And what I would do is I would scrunch curls and just be scrunching with the gel and the mousse. And then I would blow dry it, and it looked real nice. Like, it looked like I just left the beauty shop and had a perm. Like, it looked nice. Back then I had a lot. I had a lot more volume to my hair. And I think it's because I used to like wash my hair every day, but I learned going to the beauty shop that with the texture hair that I have, I don't have to wash it every day. It's gotta be washed like every 2 days because I got that fine hair. And the craziest things would always happen at that Jewel. Or one day, I go to work, my hair curled, my makeup done, and I was wearing leggings, and I had my uniform shirt. Instead of tugging the shirt in, I would fold in the shirt. That way it still looked neat. So this one day, I go outside for the hour that I gotta push cards, because I was a bagger, so that's what all the baggers had to do. It didn't matter if you were a girl or a guy, they still had you do it. So I go outside, and this guy honked his horn at me in the parking lot, like he's trying to get my attention. He says to me, he's like, hey baby, you want to take a ride with me and my girl? And he was like a white Puerto Rican guy. And his girlfriend, she was cute. She was a white girl, blonde hair. And he was like, so babe, you want to take a ride with us? And I'm just like, no, I gotta work. And he was like, it's just Jewel, why don't you come take a ride with us? I'm like, no, I'm good. And in my head, I'm thinking like, my conscience was thinking like, girl, you're a virgin and you don't know what that guy is planning on doing with you. And you know if you get in this car, you ain't coming home. Because when I was real young, I had a gym membership. And I was walking distance to the gym, so I could pretty much like walk across the street and I'd be at the gym. So like my junior year, I was in real good shape. And pretty much like almost half my customers, they were embarrassing. Like the white guys that would come in, they would act like they'd act like frat boys. And I didn't know they were drunk or anything. But they'd say to me like, they'd be like, "Hey cutie, how you doing?" And I'm looking around the room thinking like, are they talking to me or are they talking to these teenage girls that I'm begging for? And the guy tried saying something to me again, and I'm like, and I said to him like, I'm flattered, but I'm probably young enough to be your daughter. So I think you should probably look at the grown women, because this is the teenage pool. You need to go to the grown women department over there. And he would just laugh and then walked away. And so this one incident that happened. This guy tried speaking to me in Italian. And the ironic part about it, it's when I just, like, a week after I turned 18. He says to me in Italian, he said, quanti anni hai? That means like, how old are you? And I answered in Italian, I'm like, 18. That means 18. And he looked at me shocked, like, he's like, bro, we need to get out of here. I think that he did not know that the legal age to be talking to a pretty girl is 18. But you know, for a while, it wasn't always 18. It was actually in 2007, the legal age for girls was 17. And then the parental consent was 16. Like this one guy that was trying to hit on me, I was working with him. Yeah, he was the maintenance guy. He was like 22. So he says to me, he's like, you want to hang out sometime, Amber? And I'm like, don't you have a girlfriend? He's like, she doesn't have to know. I'm like, I don't know. I don't want no beef between you and your girlfriend. I'm like, I don't want to be the one at fault with that. I'm sure you guys are having problems. I don't need to be in the mix of that. So then he tells me, he's like, I told him, like, you know, I'm only 16, right? And I'm like, you're 22. He says to me, it's like, you know, 16 is the parental consent age. And I'm like, yeah, but my parents would not approve of you. So ain't no consent there. So I said to him, I'm like, look, you're cool and everything, but I'm not really into you like that. I'll be honest with you. Like, I like guys, but I kind of like girls a little more. I'm like, but we could be friends though if you want to. He's like, yeah, we'll be friends. So I give him my number, and this guy decides he wants to drunk call me at 2 in the morning. And so I said to him, like, dude, don't you live with your girlfriend? How are you drunk calling me at this hour? Did you leave? I'm like, did you leave and go to the bar and decide that I'm the girl that was on your mind after you had a lot to drink? I'm like, what were you looking for, a booty call? I said to him, like, look, I'm a virgin. I still live with my parents. What you think is going to happen is not going to happen. So he starts going off with his drunk talk. Like saying, he's like, I feel like you lead me on. I'm like, I do not lead you on. The only thing I did was be your friend. And I told him if that's not enough for you, then we're gonna have to cut our friendship off. He's like, why don't you ever call me? I'm like, first of all, I don't call you because you have a girlfriend. And I don't want to start trouble with you and your girlfriend because I don't know what type of girl she is. Because you got some girls that are like the jealous type. Because I don't want him to get I didn't want him to get in trouble with his girlfriend. Talking to a girl. Well, the way he described his girlfriend, she was not really much of a looker. Because I know if I had a man and he's talking to a girl prettier than me, I'm going to be jealous. I'm going to be jealous thinking like I can't compete with her. I'd be like, I can't compete with her. I'm like, I'd have to hit the gym to compete with that girl. That's how I'd be thinking if I was with a guy and he's cheating on me with a better looking girl. Although if I find out if a guy's cheating on me, I'm just gonna leave his ass. I'm not even gonna give him no second chance. I'll be like, yeah, since I can't be your number one and you don't think I'm enough for you, we're done. I had a relationship just like that. Like my ex-boyfriend, he would pretty much, he'd always make the mistake of bringing his best friend with him. And his best friend had a thing for me. And so he said my boyfriend, he's like, dude, if you don't fuck her, then I will. He's like, what the hell are you waiting for? You got a girlfriend that's faithful and cares about you and pretty much pays for you. Anytime she gets her paycheck, she'll make sure to buy food for both of you. Make sure you eat every time you're with her. And so what he does, he goes and tells my father. And so my father says, he's like, oh no, the hell he's not. He will not go near my daughter. And my boyfriend thought it would be a good thing to go and tell my father while I'm there. He just says to tell my dad while he's down in the basement. My dad's smoking a cigarette with him. I'm with him, hanging out with him and my dad, because I figure we're supposed to be spending time together. And I know my dad does not want to be alone with my boyfriend. So I hung out with the both of them because I wanted my dad to think we were a happy couple. And so anytime my boyfriend go upstairs, use the bathroom, my dad will pull me to the side, and he'd say to me, he'd be like, Amber, he's been here a while, or he's here every day. Do you guys ever take a break from seeing each other? I'm like, it's not really me that wants to see him, it's him that wants to come over. I'm like, he wants to come over because he's bored at home. He doesn't have no one to talk to. That's why he comes over, wants to hang out with you. But anybody I dated, they love my father. Like, my father has this hobby. He's into like helicopters and stuff, like flying them. Anyone I date, when I introduce him to him, I'll show him like how he could fly the things. And anytime you do it, I always get embarrassed because, like, at the time I'm thinking like, my dad, don't do that. Don't tell him about that. Although I came to learn that it's natural for parents to embarrass their kids. Although my parents have never showed my baby pictures. Thank God. You got some parents that do that, mine never did that. We're up to the last chicken wing. Like, I've had practically I had this one guy that worked at Jewel with me, and I kind of used to lead him on, like, he had a crush on me, but I didn't like him back. And at the time, I think I was like 19 and he was 24. So this guy, we kind of had like a one-time hookup. But we didn't have intercourse. We didn't. What happened was, as I would pretty much like use him to give me rides places because I didn't have a car at the time. And I don't like walking nowhere. So what I would do is I would always call him and ask him if he could drive me to the mall. or me and him would hang out or take me and drive me to my best friend's house. It was kind of like a date. I guess you could say it felt like we're dating, there was just no intercourse in it. Like when we go places together, he would hold my hand in the car. Or if I need to go on like an energy drink run, or go buy like diet pills that were not in the store, we're not at the Walgreens by my house, I'd have to go out of my way to get it. He would take me there. So one day he asked me, so one day we go to his house. It was really awkward. We go to his house. And so his bedroom was downstairs. So we go down to his basement. We're in the bed making out. And so he decides he's going to go to the next level. So he decides to go to second base with me, like hand in the shirt, then hand down the pants. And I did not enjoy it at all. Like the kissing was good, but then the second part I just could not get into it. Like he did not know what he was doing. So then the rest of the week, he'd be looking at me with googly eyes when I'd be at work. And I'd be, like anytime I walk past him, I'd be like trying to avoid him. Like I'd just walk past him. I wouldn't even look at him because the experience was just very traumatizing because it was just terrible. He was not good with his hands. It was just all nails. It was torture. I couldn't even enjoy it. So then 2 days later, he asked me, did you want to go to the movies? So I say to him, I'm like, sure, I'll go to the movies with you. And then he's like, he said this through text message. He says in the text message, he's like, do you want to fuck afterwards? And I'm like, damn, you're direct. I'm like, no. And I'm like, but do you still want to go to the movies? He's like, no, the whole point of going to the movies is so we can go to my house afterwards. But if you don't want, he's like, if you don't want to fuck me, then we might as well, we might as well just stop seeing each other. And I'm like, all right, I agree. I'm like, you don't want to be friends either? He's like, no, because men and women, he says to me, like, if we're friends, it wouldn't mean nothing, there wouldn't be no point to being friends unless we got some benefits. And I'm like, yeah, I don't want to lead you on, so I guess we'll just end this. And anytime I see him at work, it was just very awkward. Like, it probably took me, 2 months until I talked to him again. But then, when we broke up, you're not gonna believe what I see. My best friend, who worked with me at Jewel at the time, she's standing on one of the stepping stools, facing the aisle, and she's straight ahead of my distance. I'm bagging groceries, she's facing the aisle, straight ahead of my distance. And so he looks at me, and then he looks at her, and he goes over there like he was on some bullshit. So he goes over there and he tries to flirt with me. He's like, things didn't really work out with me and Amber. Do you want to go out with me sometime? She's like, hell no, your ass is ugly as shit. I don't know what Amber saw in you. She must have been desperate. Because I sure don't want you. You were not hot enough for me, and I don't want to go out with you. And I'm just like, wow. I didn't hear her say that. But it looked like from the gesture of her hands and how fast she looked like she was talking, I was kind of trying to read her lips. And it just looked like she was just chewing him a new asshole. And I was just shocked as hell. I was like, damn, my girl, you totally had my back. You didn't even go for it. I'm like, you're a good friend. She's like, hell yeah, I'm a good friend. He did that shit to make you jealous. He was like, I'm not going to fall for that shit. And I'm like, I'm glad you're not like that. But I pretty much, when I worked at Jewel, I used to look at Jewel like a haven of men that I could hook up with. But there was only a few I would hang out with. And then they ended up making fun of me after we hung out with the other girls. And I'm just like, and I would just be thinking in my head like, fuck it. I'm not hanging out with him no more if I gotta deal with him talking shit behind my back. And then dealing with walking past him with other girls just laughing at me like he one of the girls. I used to hate that shit. It was like high school, like literally. Working at Jewel was like high school when I was young. But probably now working there, it wouldn't really bother me because I'd be the oldest out of all the baggers. And there'd be a bunch of young kids, so I'd probably be a little more comfortable because now I have the mind state where I wouldn't be going to work to hook up. I'd be going to work to actually work, not talk to no one, and then come home. I think I've matured a lot since I was a kid. Well, I'm done eating. I had a lot of fun eating and talking with you guys and telling you all stories about Jewel back in the day. So, don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. And don't forget to hit that bell button so you can get future notifications every time Unpredictable Me drops a new video. Thank you all for watching. Peace out, y'all. Don't forget to live, love, and laugh. Bye, y'all.